Man, what everybody want to know what's wrong with the youth. Why the youth so fucked up, the black youth? The reason the youth so fucked up, look at the parents, look at these black women. Look, I'm being real. People are not gonna like this shit, but it's the truth, dog. I keep looking at these motherfuckers having kids. You had a first fucking kid. You ain't got a job. You struggling. You on fucking welfare with one kid. How the fuck do you go have 4, 5, 6 more kids at 20 some years old? Motherfucker 23 with fucking 6, 7 kids, nigga. Ain't even 30 and got 8 kids. I done seen this type of shit. 4, 5 kids, 6 kids, 8 kids, nigga. It's all the same. After you couldn't take care of the first one, but you didn't keep having more and more. It gotta be a fucking mental problem. So now you on welfare. Then you complaining about struggling? Well, I'm a single mother and it's hard, bitch. You know it was hard with the first one, motherfucker. The fuck is you breeding like motherfuckers breeding like you breed goddamn bullies or some shit? Like for real, motherfuckers having whole litters. Like motherfuckers had 4, 5 kids on Section 8 in the house. Like that's mental. That's something wrong with you. If you couldn't take care of the first motherfucker, how you gonna take care of 4 or 5 more? Wanna get up, takes these motherfucking niggas, boom, 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 be in the streets. Don't know one nigga want you. You know what I'm saying? That's why ain't no stable household because motherfuckers doing this horse shit. You went around and run. Motherfuckers, look, I hate to see this shit. You got all these bad ass pretty motherfuckers out here. Cold motherfucker. It ain't like this motherfucker out of shape or I'm just saying. The, every look, you like who you like, but I'm just saying I be seeing these chicks on here, damn near models. Talking about some, I can't find a good man. I'm single because the bitch, get the fuck out of here. Shut the fuck up. You can't find a good nigga. I bet you getting some good dick out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I promise you that. You can't find it. You don't want a good nigga. The fuck is you talking about? You don't want. That's not what you want. Stop lying and perping. And the thing is, and that's okay. It's okay to do your thing, but don't get to complaining when and want motherfuckers to feel sorry for you. And every time something happened to a kid, y'all motherfuckers want to go to GoFundMe and all this shit and help you. Man, goddamn, you put yourself in this shit. Not a kid suffering though. Not a kid suffering. They going through hell. They first of all, they mad at niggas that they think that they daddy. They really don't even know that that's they daddy. Some of the motherfuckers come around, then you got out of 6 goddamn kids, 8 kids this motherfucker had. You got 2 daddies that's half-ass coming around buying their kids shit. And they got to share with 6 more motherfuckers. Because you can't bring nothing in the house. You can't go buy your son a fucking go-kart, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can't go buy your son a go-kart or a scooter or some shit. And he got to share with 6 motherfuckers. You go buy him some new shoes, shirts, clothes and shit. He got to share with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it becomes a problem. Look, man, it's an easy fix on this shit. But it's like a lot of mental illness going on. Something has to be wrong with a motherfucker to keep having all these kids. And really, you don't even got no fucking place to stay yourself. You on Section 8. You don't want to get a fucking job. The niggas you fucking with, all they want is some pussy and to get the fuck on. They taking what little you got. And it's a mental problem. And it's more on the women than it is the men. Because a nigga can't get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with you. A man can bust a nut, get the fuck up. I'm up out of here. And that's just real shit. It shouldn't be like that, but it is. So stop living off what the world should be. You cannot point the finger at no man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers fucking with married niggas, any nigga. And then when a motherfucker come up, you want to go tell his wife and all that stupid shit and fuck shit up. It's just, you knew the nigga was married from the fucking beginning. But this how these hoes think. I done heard hoes say this. They'll go fuck a married nigga and be like, well, shit, he married. I'm not married. Like, shit, what the fuck? He cheating on this wife. I ain't cheating on my husband. You know, that's how motherfuckers think. They got a fucked up way of thinking, my nigga. But the whole point of it, you fuck, suck, whoever the fuck you want to. But when you having this many motherfucking kids out here, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't doing nothing but chasing dick all day and begging and barely making it. And these fucking kids, how you gonna feed 6 motherfucking kids? Like they supposed to be fed through the state. The state barely giving you anything. So these motherfuckers barely eating in this motherfucker. How you gonna clothe these motherfuckers? 6, 7 kids, man. When they get to be 10, 12 years old, these motherfuckers, you can't buy these motherfuckers these cheap ass shoes no more. They looking around now. This what make kids go bad though, right here. And this shit goes back all the way to when I was a kid. This shit goes back. It's been like this. Women been doing this shit. Like you would have all these motherfucking kids, and then be like poor me, a single mother with 6 kids. Bitch, you done made yourself single. You didn't want no nigga, obviously, or didn't no nigga want you because of something you wasn't doing right. Because you get the right man in your fucking life. You know what I'm saying? This was what you wanted. You can't. I'm not understanding this shit, bro. This why these kids is out here so fucked up. Because when they get to be 10 and 12 years old and they hit the street, they going to school. Look at motherfuckers drop out of school. They can be getting all A's and be a great student, but drop out of fucking school because they can't stay fresh. And this how it is in our community. Real talk. They'll drop out of school because they can't stay fresh, my nigga. They got fucking 4, 5 siblings that's barely making it at home. So the oldest one thinking to himself like, dog, I gotta help my mama. You know what I'm saying? You putting stress on your motherfucking kids. You know what I'm saying? And half the time, these motherfuckers, this ain't like good times where the mama be like, no, you can't sell dope. Don't bring this bad money in this house. No, these hoes nowadays be like, shit, my baby bragging on themselves, man. My son be doing this for me. That nigga had not some money. I know these ignorant hoes you know how many ignorant hoes I know like that talk about their sons like that? Like, that nigga walking around with knots in the pocket like you used to walk around. Like, this nigga fucking 18 years old. The fuck you mean? You should be telling this nigga to go to school. That's not cute. Somebody blow his fucking brains out to take that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not cute, nigga. Who brags on their motherfucking son on that type of shit? You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he out here taking the money, opening up businesses and shit. This nigga out here, man, come on, man. This is why the kids fucked up. Because they put in these environments that they don't have to be put in. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to have all these fucking kids. You go get some mental health. God damn. After the first 3, bitch, go get fixed. You got 3 kids by 3 different fucking daddies that don't fuck with none of them. And then you got the kids mad at a nigga that they don't even know, that the nigga don't even know them. So it's imaginary shit. You don't even know who the fuck the daddy is, but you telling them about their daddy, how he ran off, and then your friends over there making, yeah, girl, they putting it on one nigga. Like, yeah, girl, this nigga just like his daddy. He look just like what, bitch, who the fuck is his daddy? He look like. Then when a nigga grew up, he want to fill the shoes of who he thought his daddy was. Even though his daddy not in his life, he done heard all these gangster stories and shit about his daddy. Now this nigga want to hold up an image that he think that his daddy was when you know what I'm saying? So he around this motherfucker trying to be gangster like you know what I'm saying? So it's a whole lot of shit to this shit, my nigga. It's deep, man. These kids is fucked up, dog. These kids is fucked up, my nigga. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Then the world we live in, we the poorest motherfucker in the world. Niggas is the poorest motherfuckers in the world. The ignorantest motherfuckers in the world, right? But on top of it, we the most materialistic people in the world. So everything gotta be name brand. We poor as a motherfucker. Kids will make fun of another kid because he got on Jordans and this kid don't. You know what I'm saying? You would down that nigga like, nigga, look at this bum ass nigga, this, get arrogant. Nigga, you live 2 doors down. Your mama sucking a little more dick than his. You know what I'm saying? She fucking with the right nigga, so you able to have this shit. But his mom, you know what I'm saying? So this nigga get anger in his heart. Like, fuck that. These niggas ain't gonna talk about me. I'm about to boss up. And that's why they get out here. They got a lot of hate in their heart. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of hate in their motherfucking heart, my nigga. You feel me? And so when the kid got that much hate in their heart, boy, it's dangerous. You know, a lot of these kids out here dangerous. They don't give a fuck. Jail. See, sometimes I look at it now. Like when I've been to jail, I've been to jail 1,000 times, right? You go to fucking jail. And look, let me tell you something. When I say I've been to jail 1,000 times and a kid listen to this, you gotta be a stupid motherfucker to keep going back and forth to jail. And I'm talking about myself, nigga. You know, you gotta be a dumb motherfucker to keep going back to fucking jail, right? You gotta be a dumb criminal. So when niggas brag on how many times I'm not bragging on that shit. I know you gotta be a stupid. Something gotta be wrong with you to keep going to fuck back to jail. But you like that shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about my motherfucking self, the dumbass mistakes that I made, drinking and popping pills and doing dumb shit. That's what led me to jail. So ain't nothing cool about that shit while I'm talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I see why kids um go to jail and they fit right in sometimes because on the streets, bro, they barely eating, right? You gotta think you eating in jail. You know what I'm saying? You know you got time to get off whatever substance you want. Have your friends in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Plus you look cool being there. When you get out, you get street cred. See, that's the problem with the black community, my nigga. We geek up all the bad shit. Everything is good is bad, bad is good. You know what I'm saying? If I go to college and get an education and start a business and do successful, I'm a lame. I'm a hoe. Even the hoes don't want to, even the black bitches don't want to fuck with you. No matter how much money you made out here and started your business and all this, they gonna look at you. They want a street nigga. They want a nigga that go out and rob and sell dope. That's the niggas they want for some reason. But money is money. You would think shit, this nigga getting money, he a hustler. They don't respect that shit. They like bum motherfuckers. It's just embedded in us to be this way, and I can't understand it. I can't and don't know why it's like this, but it is. You feel me? And that's the problem. So kids go to jail, you know, they stick to the streets. Who else they got? You know what I'm saying? They mama out here don't give a fuck about some but some nigga sucking some dick, running behind some nigga. If she ain't strung out on pills or heroin or crack or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Because of all them kids and all them niggas and left her, she dealing with mental illness. Because you gotta be fucked up in the head to have that many goddamn kids by that many different niggas. Something have to be wrong with you. If you seen the shit wasn't working in the first fucking place, how you keep having kids? Nigga for nigga for nigga for nigga. And them niggas gone, and you fucking so many niggas, you don't even know who the fuck the kids is. How many times on this paternity shit you see 90% of this shit is you are not the father. Oh, I know he the only one. Oh, I know he the only one. Man, there's been hoes on here that had fucking two twins and both of them motherfuckers had different daddies. Now, a lot of people probably think, Blue, you bashing women. I'm not bashing women. I love women for the fucking passion. I'm not bashing them. I just want motherfuckers to think better. You know what I'm saying? This is the truth I'm spitting. Motherfuckers gonna be mad because I'm telling the truth. Now I'm gonna get on the niggas. These what can I say to a motherfucker with a dick, my nigga? Niggas wanna stick dick in something and fuck. You know what I'm saying? No responsibility. The problem is with this generation, it's niggas my age. It's niggas my age and that's fucked up. These niggas was always out here fucking these different bitches, whores you don't want to be with. And that's, you know what I'm saying? So you getting these bitches pregnant and you leave and you don't give a fuck because you don't have to stay. You don't, she make it for you don't have to stay. You done hit her, now you gone. You know what I'm saying? It's just, we, but this is how we was born and raised. This is what we was taught. This all we know. We don't know no better. Ain't nobody ever really sit down and had an example like I did. I had a daddy and a mama. My daddy always been with my mama. So I had an example, bro. But I'm just talking to the people who didn't have an example. But I know some very good men, bro, that never had a daddy in their life and became better men than me. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, nigga. Straight up 100% family man, never had a daddy, never knew what it's like to have a daddy. Mama was barely in their life, and they came out to be great people. So it's really no excuses. You know what I'm saying? It's really no excuses, bro. You know right from wrong, but for some reason, us niggas always want to do wrong. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that's what it is. Um, like you know, but the reason I hold the women so accountable for this because you just don't know how much power you have. The thing is, like women, you listen. This, I think God is a woman. Everybody keeps saying God is a man, a man, a man, a man. Listen, if God had a gender, I think God would be a woman, man. What's more? Who? Listen, we women are way stronger than men. When you get a strong one, maybe not physically, they're not built physically, but mentally. What win the war though? Brute force or strategy? Just think about it. When you go into war, you can have all this shit, all these high power weapons with no fucking brain, right? And you get a motherfucker that can strategize and take a whole army down. You know what I'm saying? Women are thinkers. They smart. And they mentally strong. Maybe not physically, but mentally they so strong, my nigga. So you expect a lot of a woman because they control everything. Pussy control everything. When a woman got a nigga, listen. If they use their shit the right way, boy, and there's a lot of women out here using that shit the right way. It's a lot of smart women out here, and people want to know why they so bold and cold-hearted because they know the game. You know what I'm saying? They know they smart. They done been through this. No, you not gonna fuck over me. I'm too smart for this shit. I know what I got. I know what I'm worth. I don't have to fuck with no one nigga. You can be easily replaced, nigga. Don't ever think you got nothing up on me. I don't give a fuck if I have a kid, 2 kids by you. You can be replaced, nigga. It's all, you know what I'm saying? And there's some smart women out here. But it's a lot of fucked up shit going on too. And like I say, man, women have the kids. They birth them. They 9 times out of 10, that's who the kids go with. You feel what I'm saying? So you really gotta you really gotta think like you know what I'm saying? You really gotta think ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? Um Women is everything, dog. So I'm not bashing them. I just want them to be smarter, man, because really you control this. You know what I'm saying? You control this. You are in control of this shit. These motherfucking niggas ain't shit. I mean, this just I'm just calling it what it is, and it's just like listen, even a so-called good man need guidance from a woman, a good woman. You know what I'm saying? We need you women. So I don't want you to think that I'm bashing no woman by. I'm just telling facts out here. And some women that's out here, you know that shit true as a motherfucker. What I'm saying. You know it's true. Like, what the fuck do you keep having? It's mental illness out here that we got. It has to be a mental illness. What else could be wrong with a person to have that many kids that poor? If you, it's like right now, if I go get a fucking dog, if I can't feed this motherfucker, and I'm telling you the truth, and it goes just to being real. I'm comparing this shit to having an animal, something that a cat, a fucking goldfish. Who gives a fuck? If I can't afford to feed this fish, and if this fish gets sick, or a dog or cat gets sick, I gotta take this motherfucker to the vet, and I can't afford it. I don't need this motherfucker. But yet, guess what? It's motherfuckers out here. Every motherfucker got a dog tied somewhere to a fence. It's some cruel motherfuckers. Motherfuckers right now, 100-degree weather, they got a fucking dog tied to the fence that they never pet. The kids don't play with the motherfucker. It's just out there without a dog house under a fucking piece of wood or something. 100-degree weather, below zero conditions. The motherfucking dog gotta stay out there. Don't nobody go pet the motherfucker. It's just to say I got a pit bull. You know what I'm saying? For real, it's the same thing. You know, it's a mental illness. Then, so I can't take care of this motherfucker, but yet I go get 2 more dogs, a third dog, a fourth dog. Now this motherfucker already ain't got a dog house. So why the fuck would I go get 3 more to sit there in the yard and just die? It's the same fucking thing with the kids. Fuck you gonna keep having kids for and you can't afford the first motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why we fucked up as a people, because that shit breeds hate. When a kid grow up in that type of fucking environment, all they seeing is different niggas running in out the fucking house. You don't know who the fuck your daddy is. You don't got a daddy. You looking at niggas with daddies. You sitting here broke. Your mama can't afford to get you the things to even really make it through life. Every time you look, you gotta go somewhere and get a handout. You going to fucking food banks. You getting fucking foods. Everything is a handout. Somebody gotta give you they kids old clothes for you to wear. And you looking at this shit. You getting older and older, and this hate building up in your heart. You starting to then hate your mama like, what the fuck? She can't afford shit. Fuck kind of job you gonna get to raise 6, 7 kids? What kind of job can you, motherfucking Puffy and niggas like that really don't have that many kids. The niggas like that billionaires, so who gives a fuck? But it's still hard on them. You know what I'm saying? But you know how many fucking billionaires, the hundreds of millions of dollars that don't have that many fucking kids? You know what I'm saying? And so you listen, but here go the thing. You will see a man with 10 kids by 10 different women though. You see what I'm saying? So this nigga got kids spread out. That might be her only child. You know what I'm saying? By these girls. But when you get a woman, it's different. Now you got 10 different niggas kids. You know what I'm saying? And you got to take care of them all. Hell yeah, it's different households. So it's easier for them. The mama got time to spend with the kids, raise the kids. Plus, Puffy and them got so much money, they getting a check every month. So the kid going to have a decent life. He got 8 kids. She can't have 8 kids. And you know, you don't see how many actresses do you see with fuck that's not married that got that many kids. You always see the men with this many kids. You're not gonna see no actresses or singers or none of that shit with no fucking 6, 7, 8 kids. Not no woman in the industry. You're not gonna see that unless they got a man, they married, they been married for years, and they have big families. You're not gonna see a motherfucker tell me something. I'm a single mother of 5 or 6 in the industry. You don't see that. So rich motherfuckers don't do that. So what make you think a poor motherfucker can do it? But back to what I'm saying, how that type of shit that these kids looking at, all the hate in their heart to grow up. Every time, like I say, every time you turn around, we begging somebody for something. Somebody got to give us some. Our lights and shit getting cut out. You know what I'm saying? Niggas in and out the house stealing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas beating on your fucking mama. You seeing all this traumatic shit as a kid, my nigga. So then you go out to the fucking streets at a young age. You get busy. You start catching jail cases. You know what I'm saying? Then you starting to find jail more and more easy to deal with because it's better than being at home. You don't got no worry there. But yet you still worried about your fucking siblings. You worried about your mama. It's a lot of stress on a young black male. You know what I'm saying? Everything is so materialistic. Oh, these niggas got fucking Air Force Ones and Jordans and shit on. They fresh as fuck. And I'm out here like this, so I gotta get like these niggas. So there we go. I hit the streets. And what come with the streets? Street shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about blowing a nigga face off. I don't give a fuck about nothing. What do I give a fuck about anything? I gotta have this shit by any fucking means necessary. And then once you get out there, you got 30 motherfuckers just like you that don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And so now it's just that's how this shit began. That's why that's now we here. You know what I'm saying? And then we was taught to hate each other anyway. So niggas so cutthroat and ain't used to having shit that you know what I'm saying? That you will crush your own homeboy out. When you a nigga that ain't never had, I had niggas steal from me for no reason. Like nigga, I'm giving you shit, but you know you want to steal from me. You want to try to have my houses broken into because niggas is jealous. They grew up, they ain't have shit their whole life. So when they see a hustling nigga like me out this bitch, you know what I'm saying? They had a mama and daddy, but I choose to hit the street. But just because I come from a good family don't mean I won't bust your fucking head, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Don't mean that I'm not a hustler. I gotta get what I gotta get on my own. I'm grown. I never had to sell nothing. I never had to sell not one drop of nothing, nigga. I was raised, I could have did the right thing and just kept it moving and been a successful motherfucker. But guess what? I grew up around street niggas, so I wanted to do street shit because I was intrigued by it. You know what I'm saying? That don't make me not no real nigga. That don't make me think that I won't. Motherfuckers know that, you know, those who know me, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, my nigga, I ain't no motherfucking gangster, but I ain't no hoe, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But if you, to be real, if you look at my motherfucking jail record, if you look at if they put my life on paper, my nigga, you be like, oh, that nigga's a gangster. You know what I'm saying? You put the shit, but I'm not though. That's why I say, you know what I'm saying? I don't listen, bro. By no means do by no means do I want to carry that type of shit on me. I don't brag about none of that shit. Just like I say, you know what I'm saying? I see these dudes out here, you know, and then just think about who the kids gotta grow up with. Look at the type of niggas that the kids end up around. Old niggas that ain't shit. That ain't had shit they whole life, right? But somehow kids look past that. They'll look at some nigga. They gonna look at some nigga in their neighborhood as they go to dude. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this nigga might be getting a couple dollars, but he a scatless, scurvy motherfucker. So he like to rob, steal, kill. So as a teenager, you looking at him with these things, you really don't know how he got it. But you want to be like this nigga, right? Because you ain't got no father figure. You ain't got no uncles really around that's doing shit worth a fuck. But you got this nigga right here to take you under his wing and show you the ropes. But he's showing you all the wrong ass bum ass shit because he grew up fucked up. And so he teach these kids like, look, get it, fuck it. You rob your own homeboy. You know, that's how a lot of these niggas is. You'll rob anybody, nigga. You see your man over there, he doing good. Fuck that nigga. Go take his shit. He ain't looking out for you. That nigga ain't doing nothing for you. Go rob and take his shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of shit they put in these kids' heads. Then he go rob his own homeboy, kill him, or just rob him or whatever, period. Then now it's beef. Now it's all fucked up. I mean, it's so much shit that these kids go through mentally, boy. Every listen, boy. Every nigga out here deserve a check. These women do too. Having all these kids getting abused by all these men. You know what I'm saying? It's something psychologically wrong with these motherfuckers. When you go to a welfare office and they sit down and you see this woman got all these kids and she in her early 20s with all these fucking kids, you need to have her mentally evaluated. Something is wrong. It's okay to be a fucking sex fiend and love dick, but why are you having this many kids? Why ain't you on some type of birth control? Why are you keep getting pregnant having these fucking you got fucking 8 kids, 6 kids, 5 kids, but goddamn, look how many fucking abortions you had. I'm just being real because I see this shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, if a motherfucker, just think how much, I mean, I ain't even gonna go there. But just think how much fucking you done did though. 8 kids. You ain't just fuck 8 people. It was a lot of fucking going on in between these motherfucking kids. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? STDs and all type of shit that could have came with that shit. Nigga, it's just the world we live in, dog. You know, but when you go to a motherfucking welfare office or some shit like that, a doctor, they need to start mentally evaluating, get some help. You know, we need help. And like I say, when a motherfucker got that many kids, they be like, why don't she get a job and do this? Fucking get a job for what? Why would she get a job? See, this is the thing that killed me. Motherfuckers be like, damn, this bitch got 5 kids. How many? 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 kids. How many of the fuck kids she got? How the fuck you expect her to go get a job? This bitch, go get a job. Bitch, go get a job at this point for what the fuck? So when I get a job, if I get a decent job, what? No education, where the fuck she gonna go? Even if she work at the goddamn plant right now. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Even if she go and she make $20, $30 an hour. What's that, $1,000 a fucking week or some shit? Then you gotta be away from the fucking kids. They young. You gotta pay for babysitters cause what listen. So I'm saying the best job, but they just be saying get a job. Like she's supposed to just go to McDonald's or get an average job somewhere at Walmart or some shit like that to take care of her kids. How? When soon as she get this job, they cutting all them food stamps off. They cutting all the health care. They cut that shit off. You know what I'm saying? She make enough money, they gonna cut that shit off. So how the fuck she gonna pay for how? I'm saying, I'm telling you now, if she got the best job, a plant job that you can get without an education, she making fucking $35 an hour. She bringing up $1,000 a week at the Texas, right? That's about right. You got to. So that's what, 350 a day. That's 7. That's 1,400. So yeah, you would bring home like 10, 1,200. You know, because she could claim all the kids, so she would bring home like 10, $1,200 a week, right? So that sounds like good ass money. But now you ain't on Section 8 no more. Right? So now they taking all that shit away because you got a job now. Now you not on Section 8 no more. Now you got to pay babysitters for all these motherfucking kids. Right? Then, okay, you got insurance through the thing, but for that many kids, I don't know how that works. But add all that shit up at the end of the day, and she still has nothing. How can you pay rent, a babysitter for all them fucking kids, groceries out your pocket for all them fucking kids? You know what I'm saying? She looking like shit, and I gotta be going away from them when I can just stay right here with them, get this little money, help me, and hustle what I can. That's why they think like that. I'm just being real. So just think if she go get like a $15 an hour job somewhere at a fucking little restaurant, or if it's not under the table, if they start taking your benefits from you, it's gonna do a job will actually do them more harm than good. But that's how the government got it set up. That's how they got this shit set up. Instead of saying, look, oh, if you gonna help her with the job. You know what I'm saying? Don't just cut them off. You know this, but they made this shit like this. They made it for the black fathers not to be in the fucking household, and they made it for the women to be dependent on this shit, for they can't move up, my nigga. But that's why I say, before you have the reason I'm doing this, to talk to anybody that can listen, bro. It's not to knock no woman, no man, no none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I'm talking about this shit because I know how these men are. It's married niggas out here that's out here fucking getting shit pregnant, and leaving. They don't give a fuck. A man way of thinking is so fucked up, my nigga. And I just want women to protect themselves. You know what I'm saying? Protect yourself. You are the one. You in control of this shit. You run this shit. You know what I'm saying? You make this motherfucking world go round. A woman make this world. Everything a man do is based on a woman. Don't ever forget that shit. The reason I want to look good and be fresh, the reason I want to be successful is, you know what I'm saying? For real, you do that shit. What the fuck? I mean, of course you do it for yourself and your kids and this, but shit, you do that shit for that pussy too. You do that shit for your one. You know what I'm saying? For real, nigga, I don't give a fuck about no Rolls Royce, a Ferrari. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? If this not, you think I would give a fuck if this shit didn't get no women? You think I would want this shit? What do I give a fuck about a Rolex watch? Why would I go pay $20,000, $50,000 for a fucking watch to impress another nigga? Anything till the time. I want these things to attract women. You know what I'm saying? When niggas put rims on their car. But see, half these motherfuckers, you know, they go that way anyway. They'll have these motherfuckers go in a titty bar and throw money to impress a nigga. You know, pussy costs $100 tops in the titty bar, 150 tops. I'm talking about, I don't give a fuck where you at. And y'all be like, yeah. Say no if you want to. I ain't never walked in a fucking titty bar. And long as I've been living, you know what I'm saying? That shit, head pussy, the tops 150. And you go in that bitch and throw $5,000, $10,000, nigga. You not impressing no women. You you trying to impress these niggas over here like you that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Half these motherfuckers, they want to buy watches and chains and shit to stun on other niggas and show these niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how that shit go. But this just a little conversation I'm having, man. But I know the reason we fucked up. We need mental health, man. Our mental health is bad in here, and we need guidance. We need motherfuckers my age to step up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Talk to these kids, man. Mentor them. But first of all, you can't be no fucking bum off the couch. You know what I'm saying? Be worth something to these kids. You know what I'm saying? Your name got to be good for the kids to listen to you. You see what I'm saying? You know, it's crazy because all the motherfuckers with money leave the hood. Like when you think about, okay, like when I was younger, I ain't want no lame motherfucker coming up in a tight ass suit talking about something. I'm a school teacher. You can do better. You like bring the dope man in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bring the dope man in. Bring somebody, because we materialistic. So if a motherfucker ain't got nothing that we want, we not gonna listen to these motherfuckers, right? And that's the problem, because everybody that's successful, all we got to look at is the dope man. That's all we got to look at is the dope man. Cause you know why? Every nigga who get their money, they lead the hood. You know how many niggas own plumbing companies that's making millions of dollars, that's out here driving looking like the dope man, but they own construction companies, or they fucking with these houses, building these houses, or they became a doctor, a lawyer, or you know what I'm saying? Or you know, so many entrepreneurial motherfuckers out here that started trucking companies. And once a kid see this guy, they looking at something different now, right? So man, he bought a truck. So young dog, come work for me. So you get a few young people come work for you with your trucking company, and these guys making good money. They want to follow your footsteps because they see you driving good, you riding good. They see you iced out when you come out, but you not selling dope. So now all the kids gonna be like, shit, I want to buy me a. I'm a buy a truck. Like when Mr. Helton did the plumbing, everybody knew this man was a millionaire, but he taught you a skill though. Listen, man, this man in my neighborhood, Mr. Helton, he needs. We got to do something for him. I mean, because everybody, when I say everybody, I mean every single person. He came to Detroit from Texas. He taught everybody on the block that wanted a job. I was 15 years old. I didn't even have a license yet, and I was driving my own plumbing truck. I started riding, with Kurt and them. Kirk showed me how to change washers, how to put hot water tanks in, how to do reed pipes. I was learning these things, how to snake drains and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's a skill that he taught everybody pretty much that I grew up work for Mr. Helpman. Everybody got a plumbing company. If they don't got a plumbing company and they taking care of themselves and they living good, my nigga Hersey got a dog, nice family out in Florida, nice cars. His brother Shine, that's both his sons. Shine doing good, getting into real estate, got all type of BMWs and shit, cars with hydraulics on them and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shine doing great. You know what I'm saying? Art Moses doing great. You know what I'm saying? Joe doing, he fuck with the plumbing. Everybody who worked with this man left with a skill and became successful. But when we was coming up, that shit was looked down on, like if you was selling dope or nothing. But he taught you a skill that you could become a millionaire with, that you can always eat off. He never left the hood. Mr. Hell was this type of motherfucker I grew up with. This real nigga shit. He was a real nigga. He wasn't gonna sell out for nobody. Mr. Hell was the type of motherfucker dog that if we go to a house and the house look too fucked up and poor, and if it look like the people can barely afford this, do it for them. Don't charge them nothing. Just do it. Come on back. Or charge them, a drain might cost back then $65, $85, $100. Just take the little $25 from her. Don't, you know what I'm saying? That's how he was, man. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't gonna leave. He not moving out to where no white people at, my nigga. He not moving out where no other race. He not moving out of Detroit. He built the house. Built the house. Nigga built this bitch in Detroit, Michigan, in Rosedale. He bought the property and built the house. It's still sitting there right now. Warwick and Grand River, the corner house. Anybody go look at that brick house on Warwick and Grand River? Mr. Helton dead and gone, so he don't live there no more. So I can say that. He built that house, that corner house on Warwick and Grand River. He built that bitch from the ground up. That bad motherfucker sitting right there. Because he wasn't leaving his city. Then he had to sit in Texas. But that's what I'm saying. Them the type of people that we need in the hood that you can look at, but everybody want to get their money and run. It ain't many real niggas here that say that to look at, because everybody run off and they never come back. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like motherfuckers come back to the hood and, you know what I'm saying, you come back just to show off and leave. You ain't talking to no type of kid like, nigga, y'all better do what I did. Bro, I'm into this plant, I'm into this electrical, I'm into this truck driving shit, or I'm into this real estate. I'm gonna show y'all how to get y'all first house, my nigga. That's all you gotta do is get your credit together, yada, yada, yada. Nobody doing that shit, man. And that's the problem. The only motherfuckers in the hood is hood niggas. So that's all the kids see. And just think, they coming from the environment that I just said. All these sisters and brothers, mama fucked up, can't take care of. They struggling, they don't know nothing. They trying to figure it out on their own. They don't have no man in their life or nothing to look to get them out of here. So next thing you know, they end up doing 10, 20, 30 years in prison because all they know is how to sell dope. They don't even know how to take the money in. What the fuck I'm gonna open up? Everything I'm opening up is just a front. I'm not opening up. What most dope niggas open up. Every dope nigga in the hood gonna start a car wash, a barbershop, or some bullshit like that. A little bullshit restaurant. But you making more money on the streets than a restaurant. That's just really a front of something to say you doing something. Nobody to tell you how to really invest your fucking money in the right thing. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. So all you know, shit, I'm going to keep getting this money because I don't know nothing else. So it's all going to end the same way. Jail or hell, my nigga. It's jail or death. What other, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of motherfuckers be like, why don't they get jobs? Suck a dick. Because a job is slavery. So I understand all these kids not want to work. I understand any motherfucker who say fuck getting a job working for somebody else, I feel you. But the only how you can say that, you gotta be a hustler out here. You gotta start your own shit. You can't say fuck a job and not have nothing and be out here begging, my nigga. But hell yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm going to work for this peon ass shit. I'm working a fucking 40 hours a fucking week. I ain't got time for myself or nothing else, and I'm bringing home a fucking $500 fucking check, $700 check a week. Fucking rent, $1,200 anywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers talking some, you don't know, I don't want to be nobody fucking slave. And the thing is, these big corporations, Walmarts, all this shit, they supposed to be paying $30. Man, come on. People like, why would you pay a motherfucker at Walmart $30? Because, bitch, look how much money they making. The fuck you mean? Why? What you mean? Just because see, that's the thing. They try to put that education shit on niggas. Well, they try to make niggas feel as though they They make you feel less than what you are if you didn't get an education. When most billionaires say education, college is a waste of fucking money. Most billionaires tell you that. Everyone I've seen be like, I dropped out of college. What the fuck? And the shit they went to college for, they ain't got nothing to do with how they got rich. And I'm not saying education is a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do it. But educate yourself in some shit. When I was coming up, there's some shit that's gonna make money. When I was coming up, that's all I heard. Go to school, go to school. But that's all they said was go to school. They never said that, hey, you can become a millionaire. See, they weren't materialistic like we are now. They wouldn't tell it, go to school for what? The fuck I'm going to school for? I hate school. You know what I'm saying? But they not telling you, or they be like, go to a skilled trade. Go to a skilled trade. You can get a job here. See that these motherfuckers, like my people, they got that slave mentality. But see, it's a new way of thinking now. Now I tell kids to get a trade. Before I was like, who the fuck gets a trade and go to work for some fucking body, right? The fuck, you can make $20 an hour. Like, what the fuck is $20 an hour? Like, for real talk, like, how the fuck I'm gonna do with that? How I'm gonna ever, I'm looking at all this shit on TV, and you telling me to go work for if I go to school for 5 years, I can come out and make $20 an hour. You know what I'm saying? What's crazy is I literally know motherfuckers who went to school for 5 years. You can become a fucking lawyer damn near in 5 years, right? Motherfuckers that went to school for 5 years or better and come out to make 20-something dollars a fucking hour. Like you gave these people over $100,000. It's gonna take you forever to pay these bitches back. And you came out to make the same shit I can go in the plant and make. Right? So you did all this shit to come out to work for somebody else and make less than what a motherfucker can walk into a plant or a UPS and make. I just didn't get the math. It just didn't add up to me. I don't understand that type of shit. And that ain't no fucking money. They lead us to believe that shit, but that was mind blowing to me to do all that fucking time for that. But they got us trained like that, my nigga. It's slavery at its finest. That's why they call that shit the plantation, my dog. They make us feel as though, like I say, they make us feel as though like we dumb and it take all this education. You ain't shit without education. But to me, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Because like I say, when you got a motherfucker multi-billion-dollar industry like Walmart, like even McDonald's and shit like that, these franchises making all this fucking millions of dollars a year, and you telling me you can't? They was arguing about paying McDonald's workers $15 an hour because the people in there feel less than shit. They feel as though all they doing is flipping burgers, right? They don't deserve that type of money. Who are you? You just a burger flipper. But bitch, this bitch making $7 million a year. And there's only 10 of us working in this bitch on 2 shifts. So look at all the overs. You supposed to pay these people 20-something dollars a fucking hour. You know what I'm saying? Easy. They should be making that. Motherfucker gonna argue with me all you fuck you want, but fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, dog, anytime a corporation like that, they ain't that fucking stupid. The shit that they doing is making you all this fucking money. It's the same thing. Look, bro, fuck what a person do. You know how many rich people don't do shit? The richer you get, the less the fuck you do. You know that? The less money you make, the harder your black ass work. Always remember that. So all this that slave way of thinking, I think every person out here need to be entrepreneurs. But you gotta be the Indian before you become the chief. And this shit ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't for everybody. Some people like going home, getting their little paycheck or whatever, coming home. That's them though. I'm not in that bracket, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'd die before I never wanted to collect no fucking pension. I'm gonna work fucking 30 years for them to give me damn near half my paycheck that I was making. And then in 30 years, you ain't start working in the motherfucker till you was 30 years old. So you work 30 more years, you fucking 60 years old. You know what I'm saying? 50, 60 years old. And then they hand you make $3,000 a month. But they make like retirement so good. Everybody like back in the day they made retirement sound like it was so great and good. I'm retired. You bring home $2,700, $3,000 a month. the average nigga house ain't paid off. Most motherfuckers probably didn't even own a house. That's sad though. Like most motherfuckers do all this time tricking off, fucking up. They damn near can't come out in 30 years. They gotta work over. They living paycheck to paycheck, but now they so old and tired they can't retire. So now when they do fucking retire, they really struggling. Cause now you know what I'm saying? You know what you know what I'm saying? Cause you working for somebody else, my nigga. But okay, you do get this little money every month, but what people don't understand is pensions can be took away. They can take that shit away today. So for real, I didn't know that. I didn't know that they could take that shit away. People act like that shit was so secure back then. Like, oh, work and get a pension and this and this. Put this in your pension. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. Nigga, be an entrepreneur. Stack your motherfucking money. Put your money in a plan. Put your shit in it. Take your money and put it in the same shit that they put your, what's that shit, the 401k, whatever that shit called. You take your money yourself and put your own money in there. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing as they taking it. You do it, but you making your own money and you be your own man. Ain't nothing like freedom. You doing what you like to do. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that, man. Don't let these motherfuckers. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just talking at this point, but I'm just being real, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't for everybody, dog. But you know, sometimes you got it. Shit, like I said, you got to be the ending before you be the chief, my nigga. So yeah, sometimes you got to get a job to put you in a position where you got to go. Cause it's like anything else. I'm gonna go work for somebody else, right? Help them with their business. I'm gonna go whatever I get paid, cool. I'm paying my tithes into this. So okay, I'm working for him, but now, boom, I get my own shit. Guess what? Somebody else gonna come work for him. So now I got my business. Somebody gonna work for me, right? Boom, 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 boom. Help me up. Okay, now they go to be great. Boom, somebody else gonna come work. Boom, they gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's just you got to. That's the way you got to do it. It is what it is. Don't never think that you too good to get a fucking job. You do whatever it takes to put you in position. Build your credit, get you a job, build you a credit, and get the fuck on. And when you get in your mind and get to that plan, you stick to that plan. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you get in these jobs like the plants. I think a plant is a gift and a curse. It's bad. The good thing about it is cool. You know, you young, decent money. You can make a living out of it if you want to. If that's how you want to live. You don't want too much. You know what I'm saying? You live a humble life, or maybe you can get a business on the side. It's good money. It's a good start. That's the good thing about like the plants, right? But the bad part about it is this here. When you young like that, and you never really had no street money, or you never uh, had no other money, for a kid to bring home over $1,000 a week, that's good money. When he ain't used to nothing and you looking like I didn't work, even though it's hard at first, but you looking at that paycheck like bam. So now you looking like, oh shit, I can go get this new Scat Pack now. I can afford this bitch, yeah, because you still at home. But you don't know realize now you got this bill, this insurance, then the money good at first, right? But then once you start, I got a family. Okay, I gotta go pay rent or buy a house. Okay, bam, now I got that. Now I got this car. Now all that money ain't so good because it's only so much you gonna get, right? So it ain't like you know what I'm saying? So now you looking like, damn, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Now it ain't so fun no more. But still you living a decent life. I got a house, I got this, it's straight. But you living a paycheck to paycheck, I'm a regular person, cool. But the problem is with the plant is when you young like that, that shit'll leave you stuck. Because now you accumulate these things. I got this car now, I got a house, I'm doing good. It make you scared to leave. You see what I'm saying? Because this money, like where else I'm gonna get some money like this with no education? That's what they say, no education. You know what I'm saying? Where else I'm gonna get this type of money to do this? So you scared to leave. So when you young, you get in there. I would rather for a person, because you can always get in the plan. I would rather for a person to shoot for their dream first. You know what I'm saying? Get you a job, a regular job that you know you can walk away from, and you know what I'm saying, and live your dream. Because, like I say, that shit can leave you stuck. You scared to leave it, and that's a lot of kids right now. Could be great, even though they pay for your school and all that. But if you're not strong enough, man, it can get you stuck there because you're scared to go. You're scared to venture out now because you got this net. You know what I'm saying? Only the strong survive. But that's all I want to say, man. But like I say, man, I'm just talking about. I was just thinking about. I seen some shit on TV, and it really clicked with me. And you know, I love my people, dog. And I'm just seeing everybody winning except for us. Why is it so much of a struggle for us? Why are we dying at such a rapid rate? Not only are we struggling, but we dying. All these fucking diseases, man. I mean, I never seen so many people die from heart attacks, liver, fucking kidney failure. I'm talking about not young, not old motherfuckers. And I'm getting to be an old motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my 40s, man. Damn near about to be 50 in a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at this type of shit, I'm looking at 30-some years old, dying from heart failure, kidney failure. And it's happening I mean, because look, like my dog said, I was talking to my dog. He was like, man, listen. I was like, how's all these niggas dying like this? He said, because they know they sending the food to these area codes. They sending that bad shit to they know that's why we got area codes. For them to send why you think we got area codes and shit, right? They send all this bad shit to the markets through here. Man, you go to a corner store, go to where the Arabs at, and go to where the Mexicans at. To any store that they got. Or go to a white store, people where white people at. You walk in there, in the store, the corner store, they got fruit sitting there. They got bananas, oranges, shit like that, right? It just ain't all fucked up shit. When you go in the hood, my nigga, everything, go to Casino Liquor Store on Finkel and Hubble. If they called them people on them motherfucker, they probably shut that bitch down. But them my people, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you go in that motherfucker, everything in that bitch expired. I never looked at a pop. Y'all call them sodas, drink. Some people call them cold drink, but we call them pops here in Detroit, like sodas, right? So I never thought to look at the date on a fucking pop. Like, you know what I'm saying? A drink. I never thought to say to somebody I knew, bougie as a motherfucker, was like, man, look at this shit. The date was old. I'm talking about years old. You know what I'm saying? I said, damn, I never thought to look at that shit. Then you start looking at some of the cakes and candy and shit in there. It all be expired. The only thing that they got to keep in is bread, brand new. All like you look at like the Vienna sausages and the ramen noodles and all that shit be old than a motherfucker, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, and you like I seen my man. He go out of town. It's a white dude, cool as fuck, man. That's why I want to run, man. I gotta get my numbers up. I want to be able to vlog and just go from different cities, my nigga. This is my dream. My dream is to set this shit up, get this shit going. You know, a real podcast, not just a YouTube show. I want to set up a real podcast. You know what I'm saying? Do this shit like once, twice a week. And all during the week, I travel to different cities. I do and on the weekend, I might have guests. You know what I'm saying? That's how I want to set this shit up. So, you know what I'm saying? Just knock out a bunch of material through the weekend to like Friday to Monday, and then hit the road, go to a city every week, hit another city, hit another city. You know what I'm saying? But my man, he was doing that shit, and he was like, he went in a store in the hood, and they was saying like, damn, it's nothing in this store really worth eating. He went in the store, every pop in it, all they had was sweet ass pops, juices, bullshitting ass chips, candy. There was nothing good for a person in the corner store. So obviously where he's from, you can go in the store, you can buy fruits, you can buy different type of healthy drinks, they got that shit in other places. We don't have that. You know what I'm saying? You can actually go in a motherfucking corner store and get a salad that's already made. You know, or some shit like that. Like when I go out to different places, they have nice salads made. You know what I'm saying? Good pasta, shit like that in the stores. You know what I'm saying? If they is cooking in the motherfucker, they gonna have neck bones, pork chops, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, we got it bad, man. And um, and I know the first thing people say is y'all did it to yourself. Y'all do this. But the thing is, we don't control nothing. We don't own nothing. We talk all this shit. We dying over shit. But the thing is, the same neighborhoods that we talking about, this my block and this shit, I'm living over here, right? I'm over in the number streets as we speak. Niggas talked all this shit. This my hood, this my block. Boom, boom, boom. I'll kill you if you come over here. Who own this bitch now? Them niggas gone somewhere out in an apartment You know what I'm saying? They not even in the D no more. Because most motherfuckers now can't really even afford to stay in Detroit. What they do is they give these niggas all these vouchers to move out, move way out somewhere, and the nigga think they doing good. Oh, I'm staying out in Sterling Heights. I'm staying out in such and such. Yeah, nigga, on a Section 8 apartment, they done moved you so far from the fucking hood. Now they all here, and they moved your black ass out there. What the fuck is out there? Nigga, everything is here. The water here, all the action here. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy to think that shit. In a minute, you can't, it's not going to be affordable to live in Detroit. I'm talking about in the next 5 years. But like I said, the same shit that these niggas talked all this, they blocks, Mexicans own this shit now. No, I went up Hazelette yesterday. All my people stayed. My cousin grew up over here. So I rolled up Hazelette and Warren, and I remember that was all black owned. One dude owned damn near every house on the block. Black dude owned a car wash on the corner, and he owned a bunch of houses. They family owned a bunch of houses. Now all them houses is, when I tell you they done redone these bitches like baby mansions damn near, and they all Mexicans. The Mexicans not only bought the houses on the block, but the next block over had got all burnt down, right? So they tore all that shit down. They bought all that land. So they own from one block to the next. They don't even pull in through their side because they don't have driveways over there, right? So what they did was they bought the whole, can you picture that? Picture being on one block, and you know how you look behind you is houses. These motherfuckers bought all the houses, the land behind them. They own up from Warren to Cobb. The whole block they bought, right, pretty much. They pull in from the opposite street. They pull in from a block over and pull up in their backyard because they don't got driveways there. So they made the next block their driveway. They plant nice trees, man. Mexicans is dog. They moving fast. I'm talking about they buying every fucking thing. Detroit is gonna be an all white and Mexican city in the next 10 years. You ain't gonna see too many niggas here. You're not gonna even think Detroit was Detroit. So they not really worried about this violent shit. They like, these niggas about to be out of here anyway. I'm telling you the truth. We think they worried about some fucking, all these niggas killing each other and shit. They don't give two fucks. That's why they ain't trying to stop it. They ain't putting no task force out here, none of that shit. These niggas about to go anyway. They not gonna afford to be here anyway. That's why rent $1,300 fucking dollars and all that shit. Man, niggas ain't gonna, only the strong gonna survive out this bitch. And the more I talk about it, the more I be like, damn, this is some fucked up, scary shit, dog. To think that you grew up in the city your whole motherfucking life, and now you can't even afford, you never bought shit in it. You talk all that street shit, you don't own shit. You just going wherever the wind blow you. Now niggas, they trying to get niggas to move down to Texas. You look at Texas now. Look how cheap the motherfucking houses is out there. My buddy just told me, he like family, Ken. He just told me yesterday. He said, "Man, I'm out in Texas. Come out there." I'm thinking to myself like, you know, sound nice. You know what I'm saying? But I love my city. You know what I'm saying? I love it to death, my dog. And whatever you can buy up, you gotta buy up. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta do better. That's so I ain't gonna talk y'all ear off. I'm almost in this bitch an hour. I'm out of here. I'm Trap Talk Blue, man. Like I said, if y'all like what y'all hear, make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, and share button. Thank you.